Are you secretly sabotaging your freedom out of fear? Most entrepreneurs are working so hard to achieve whatever their definition of freedom is, right? Maybe you started your business so you could be your own boss, work your own schedule, make more money, thought you could build a better widget, or just like me and wanted plain old control of your life. I applaud you for making the decision to become an entrepreneur and doing the work necessary to get where you are today. However, I'm guessing where you are is maybe not where you thought you were going to be. You're tired, overworked, underpaid due to all those extra hours, and wondering, was the switch from employee to entrepreneur even worth it? These feelings and questions are all totally normal, but you should not feel this way for your entire business journey. You must shift from the daily hustle to living the life you envisioned, but it's going to take some soul searching to see why you are stuck. Today, I am sharing with you a struggle I had to overcome to achieve the freedom I so desperately wanted. Hey, my name is Sailynn, and welcome to the Sailynn Show. I am a life coach for women entrepreneurs, and this show is where I share my entrepreneurial journey and tried and tested techniques with you to help you shift from grinding to growing so you can live the life you really want without exhaustion and feelings of guilt. Each week, I empower you with training tips and a free resource to give you more ideas on how to grow your business while living this one life we were given. So go to the show notes below and grab my freebie, The Millionaire's Morning Routine. This freebie is going to give you 7 daily habits highly successful entrepreneurs practice to grow their businesses without exhaustion and burnout. Let's go back in time to 2015-ish when I had to set myself free from the day-to-day of my franchise business. For those of you who do not know my story, here's a quick recap. I started in 2007, was working 80-plus hour weeks for the first 3 years until I drew a line in the sand that something had to change. I met with a business coach. He suggested some changes. I implemented them with some tweaks to meet my needs, and 2 years later, I was able to leave my business for 30 days straight. I spent the next few years just fine-tuning my franchise machine. But then things shifted again. I had fine-tuned things so well that I was no longer feeling needed in the business. While this may sound dreamy to some of you, I am sure it can also feel scary to another group. Scary because this business I had built with blood, sweat, and lots of tears, if we're being honest, was running so well without me. How could that be? Didn't they need me to advise them, guide them, and solve all their problems? I was no longer needed in the business, and my main job was to work on the business. I had time, money, and flexibility. Everything I had ever wanted had come true, but something was missing. That sense of being needed was gone. Sure, my team would call with big issues and need my advice, but for the most part, they were doing the jobs I had trained and hired them to do. I was free. While I thought freedom was going to feel amazing, if I'm being honest, it was a little scary because now I had all this time and nothing to do. What was I supposed to do all day now? I had some hobbies like reading, boating, hanging out with my family, but there was 24 hours in a day and I could only sleep for so many of those. This is when I realized I needed to start working on me and not the business anymore. For the past 8 years, I had focused solely on growing it and making it successful that I had lost myself in the process. What did I really want? Who did I want to spend my time with? And what made me happy? All of those questions were swimming around in my head, and I was honestly a little lost. And this is why so many women business owners self-sabotage their time, that they deserve as an entrepreneur because they're scared of the unknown. Are you running around from meeting to appointment to event all day, every day, hustling like a madwoman, stressing yourself out about every little thing? Have your hands in too many things that really don't need you? I completely understand how you feel because I was in that exact same spot. While it may feel good to stay busy and needed, we both know it's not what you really want. So here are 3 techniques to help you on your journey to freedom. Tip number 1, design your life. We work so hard to achieve what we think we want, but for many people, it's a very vague vision. Saying things like, I want to be happy, healthy, and wealthy is not a clear vision. You must take the time to sit down and write it out, draw, speak what you want, and what it clearly looks like for you. You should be able to close your eyes and see yourself in this place and feel at peace. This might take you a while to get really clear on the picture, but journaling about it daily will help. Tip number 2, self-heal. When you're on the go all the time, it takes a toll on your body and mind. And if you want to live a happy and healthy life, you must heal from the damage you caused. You can start working on this by reading personal development books, listening to videos like this one, and implementing self-care into your daily routine. Slowly but surely, you'll begin to heal your mind, body, and soul, which to me is the most rewarding part of being an entrepreneur. Tip number 3, implement a morning routine. In 2012, a neighboring franchise owner introduced me to the book, The Secret. This was my first foray into a self-help book. I was not sold on their healing power, but I kept reading books here and there when they were recommended to me. Then I was introduced to a real morning routine in 2018, and it changed my mindset. Suddenly, I had all the pieces I needed for my new entrepreneurial journey into the online space. This simple routine has changed the way I do business, and I highly suggest having one if you don't already. In summary, today I would like to challenge you to take 30 minutes to truly assess where you're spending your time and is it where it should be. If you know in the back of your head that you might be self-sabotaging your life and business because you're afraid to take the next step in your journey, please know you are not alone. Just like becoming an entrepreneur might have been a scary step for you, this next phase could be even more tough. But I am here as a friend, mentor, coach to guide you on your path. My DMs are always open to help you navigate this next step in your life. Again, I have empowered you with training tips and a free resource to give you more ideas on how to grow your business while living this one life we were given. So go to the show notes below and grab my freebie, The Millionaire's Morning Routine. This freebie is going to give you 7 daily habits highly successful entrepreneurs practice to grow their businesses without exhaustion and burnout. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, hit my profile picture to get notified weekly of new episodes. And I want to thank you and remind you, don't forget to live this one life you were given.